This is part 2 of Exami System Learning series. Today we are going to learn how to create an exam based on questions bank we created previously in the part 1. So I opened the system already. Now let's go to the questions to see how much we have in the bank. Now we can select multiple questions from the list. Note that while selecting the question, summation of the degrees and the count values are changing as well. So it is giving us an idea of how much we need to get to a certain degree. After that, we use the right click to get the option of creating the exam from the selected. Now we must specify the time in minutes as well as the name of this exam, which is going to appear to the student. If everything is okay and set, we can click on the Create button. Now let's go to the Exam button to get the exams list. If we want to see how the exam would look like to the student, we can double-click it. That helps us to evaluate the exam copy before broadcasting it to the students. Now let's go to the Students button to input our students' data. First click New Record, then input the information and make sure it is correct. In the About field, you can put whatever you want, like the group name. After that, click the Save button, shaped like a floppy disk, then click Upload to Server. Note that if the student entered an exam, you cannot change his record anymore. That to make sure no one can forge degrees or change the name to another student. Also, make sure you input the email correct so you broadcast a web-based exam later. Now we can assign the students to the exam we created before by selecting students' names, then use the right click to assign them. After clicking Assign, two lists will appear. The first, the selected students, the second, the exams which we created before. Now, if we have more than one exam, we must select which one we want from the second list. Then we have two options. Option number 1, assign to a controlled environment, which we will provide as a laboratory with computers and attend the exam to watch the student. This option is used at the final exams. When we use this button, a sheet of paper will be printed out, contains the exam ticket for each student. This ticket is used in the terminal application, but we will get to that later in another video. Option number 2. Assign to a web. This option will send the exam link by email to the students, so the students can start the exam using phone or laptop. This option is used with homework and quizzes inside the classroom. This is the end of part 2. Thank you for watching.